everybody. Welcome to the weekly NFL picks here on the World of Football YouTube channel and on our Facebook and on our X account. We appreciate everybody swinging by and hanging out with us on this Wednesday evening here. Good to see the chat. You chat been in here for a little bit now, and I've been very lively. I just want to throw a shout out real quick to Lancaster City Dragon Rats, who he said that at 6:12. A full 48 minutes before we're even ready to go. So thank you everybody for swinging through the chat. This is always one of our fun things, and having everybody come along for the ride every week has been a lot of fun. So we appreciate all of you guys for hanging out. All right, so let's get the show started, and to do so, I'm going to have to introduce the other couple of members on the show. This week we're going to start with my brother, the champion of our fantasy football league, whom I have to play in the first round of our fantasy playoffs. That's my brother, Aaron. That's right, Aaron. No toilet bowl for me this year. I made it to the playoffs. So we have a snow versus snow matchup in the first round of our playoffs this year. Aaron, is your mic not working, or am I talking over you?
I was just letting you get your cut your own promo, I guess. So.
Oh yeah. Hey, look, I'm excited that my name won't be on that thing this year. We have 4 other people whose names could be on that trophy, and we're keeping Randy in the green room for a second so we can actually talk fantasy football without getting the. Yes, I love that trophy we got. Aaron was our winner last year, and so I get Aaron in the first round of the playoffs. So no matter what, a snow's going to be in the final 4 of our Game of Thrones fantasy league. And you showed off that one. Yeah, this is a genuine toilet seat, everybody. The loser gets to hang this up in their home. Unless you're in my house, where my wife told me to keep that stuff down in the basement. So, very happy that I do not get to repeat for that one. But Aaron has a chance to repeat on the other trophy, and should be a lot of fun. And Hawkeye 07 in our league too. He's in the playoffs. He's got a bye. Shutout for fantasy talk. That's right, Randy.
He's fuming in the backstage.
He's fuming in the green room right now. I've never seen him so mad. He wears that blue shirt, so it makes his face extra red when we bring him on. Randy, how's it going?
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
Left him speechless.
No fantasy football talk. That's the only way you can shut me up is to turn me off and put me in the green room. No fantasy football talk. No more today.
Aaron, we can just kick him out at any point and continue with the show. But no, guys,
power.
Drunk with power. Hey, that's what I get for running the boards. But yeah, everybody's still rolling in. Let's talk about how we did last week, everybody. We're gonna start the show off with that. And unfortunately for me, I don't got much to brag about. I had a toilet bowl trophy, and last week, I didn't do so hot, but who did? Lancaster City Dragon Rats, 9-5. Nobody hit double digits last week. It was a very tough week last week, but congratulations, Lancaster, taking the top spot this week. First one in the show, first place in the chat, or first place in the standings this week. So congratulations there. Then Randy and B. Lewis, Mike Dolph, Leonard, V. Barry, and Cringe all went 8-6 last week. Aaron, Dale, Hawkeye 07, Mr. Nosy Otter, and Sea Dog all went 7-7. And me and my old pal Royce, us logo ranking buddies down there at the bottom at 6 and 8. And yeah, so when I saw these games happening, I was glad the Lions won. So I wasn't mad about getting that pick wrong last week. But as it kind of kept going, I was like, oh my God, I might go 0-16 this week at one point.
But I think the way the picking went last week is those middle games on Sunday, everybody did bad, and then towards the end, people started getting the right picks there. But yeah, it was very streaky this week.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly. But and then we're going to look at how everybody did in the overall standings, how things have changed. And Randy, you didn't fill it out this week.
I did too.
Hey,
did I not get the right one? Was that not the right one?
That is not the right one.
Okay, well, it was under week 14, so it was not filled out the copy you sent me. So
Oh my gosh.
Yep. So, wow, everybody. I'm sorry to do that to everybody.
I can tell you what it is. Hang on here just 1 second. 'Cause I got the spreadsheet right up.
Hold on, I'm gonna put the bad one up because yeah, great comment. Wow, it's just Hawkeye 07 was with 208 picks all season long.
Okay,
Cringe.
I don't know
Second
what
place tie. Let's go.
I don't know what happened to yours, but it's basically the same order. Again, Hawkeye 304. Everybody was 208 games.
Why don't you send it
Followed-
to me? I can screenshot it and get it up there, Randy. Thank you everybody for bearing along with us and Randy's blunder. He sent me this thing
Fine.
like a couple days ago. So maybe did you finish
Yeah,
it
I
on
did.
time?
I
But I just think that's
know I
funny.
did. Hang on.
All
here.
right, send it in the Facebook group and I will get it up as soon as possible. But while Randy's doing that, everybody, I do want to throw out there before we get to our favorite segment of the whole show. The t-shirt is still in development. I promise you. It's been a busy weekend, man, between work and then we did the tryout thing on Sunday. I've just been a busy guy. So I appreciate everybody for bearing with me while I get that taken care of. And all right, Dad, I am screenshotting the actual standings you have there. All right. It's screenshot. I gotta go back to our video chat here and add it. Live shows, guys, the things that could happen. All right, here we go.
People are
Bam!
trying to see this. There you
There
go.
we go.
That's what I thought I sent you the other day.
No, you didn't. But it's a
Okay.
Christmas miracle. We got it worked out. Hawkeye 07 in first place with 134 correct picks, followed by Mike Dolph, 133. Randy with 132. B. Lewis at 131. And there I am, 128, trying to catch up, but I gotta have a better week. Royce at 127. Dale and Sea Dog with 123. Aaron with 120. And Mr. Nosy Otter with 118. And then the rest of the pack, the guys who haven't filled out every week, but are still doing great. Leonard, 123, right? Cringe, 109. Jimmy, 115. Feeberry at 83. And our 2 1 week wonders still 12-4 and 10-5. So, and yeah, Cringe no longer has the worst percentage. Congratulations, sir. You did it. Real Lancaster, 65.34% correct. Yeah, that's pretty darn good if you ask me. And so yeah, guys, that's where we sit right now with only 4 weeks left. Yeah, 4 weeks left,
4 weeks
guys.
ago, yeah.
A whole month left of the season when anything can happen. Will Hawkeye 07 fall off of his perch? Will Aaron make an amazing comeback? I don't know. Guess we're all gonna have to wait and find out. Dad, I don't know if you want to ban Sea Dog from the chat or not, but Sea Dog says we need to do a World of Football Fantasy Football League next year.
Yes.
What do you think
ban
about
him,
that?
Ban him right now.
And see, Leonard asked who has the worst percentage. I'd say just by scrolling through Mr. Nosy Otter.
Yeah, I think so.
56.73, just barely edging out Cringe by 0.04%.
Hey, he's right. He still doesn't have the worst percentage by like
you gotta take
0.04 percentage points.
You gotta take those victories when you can get them.
That's right. That's right.
But all right, guys. Without further ado, let's get to it. You know what time it is. It's time for Randy to deliver the segment we all love on this show, and that's his world famous disclaimer.
Yes. Warning. If you plan to use our predictions as a means to justify your own gambling bets, then you, my friend, are an idiot. We don't know what we're talking about, and you should never listen to us for gambling advice. This is for entertainment purposes only.
That's right, guys. And entertained, I hope you all are, between Randy's anti-fantasy shenanigans and me and Aaron just doing whatever the heck we want.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, everybody, that background Aaron has, straight from a Sears photo, whatever they used to call it back in the day. We used to get our family pictures taken there. He stole that backdrop when they went out of business. So
Yeah.
it's pretty nice. He's just got it in the house. He just pulls it down there. Whoa! And it's interactive.
I didn't put a single
But-
ornament on this tree.
Oh, you made your wife do all the work? You
She
Scrooge.
she enjoyed it.
I hope she's in the chat watching you. All right, guys. Are we ready to do some picking? I think so. And
Let's do it.
all right, as I get everything pulled up here, guys, it is week 15 of the NFL season, and it kicks off Thursday night with the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in a battle of the throwbacks. That's right, the creamsicles are coming out, or at least the Bucco Bruce uniforms. I don't know if they're going orange or white, but we get to see the old school Falcons. We get to see the Buccaneers and those classic throwbacks. It should be a sight to behold, one of the best uniform matchups of the year. And since it's week 15, I guess that means I get to start us off this week. And you know what? I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Falcons, it's been up and down. And I don't know. Tampa Bay needs a win real bad to stay in that playoff race. So, and for that division. So give me the Buccaneers. Randy?
I'm also going to take the Buccaneers, and like you said, this should be a very visually pleasing game with those throwback uniforms. I'm hoping that they wear orange at home, not white. The Buccaneers, that is.
Yeah, we figured.
Man, I lost audio on anything Dad says. I'll make my pick, then I'll drop in and drop out. I'm gonna go with the Bucks. The Falcons are too inconsistent. They played Seattle pretty tight, but got destroyed in the second half. So give me the Bucks in that one.
All right. And while Aaron's gone, we will run through what everybody in the chat thinks, who they got this week. Let's see here. The first person to chime in was Sea Dog, who's taking the Buccaneers. Dale is also taking Tampa Bay. Leonard says that he went to Sears in White Oak.
That's a nice random comment.
Yep. It's not the only one we got. Tampa Bay, it's been fun to see my neighbor lose his mind with each Atlanta loss. Oh, you have a Falcons neighbor. Okay. From Facebook, Dad, you might be familiar with this individual who asks, where's Randy's hat?
I actually have a Santa hat. It's sitting right over there. I was going to wear it if you didn't, but since you did, I thought I'd let you do that.
Well, yeah, you didn't know I was going to wear this hat at all.
No, I didn't.
Let's see. Cringe says he'll go Falcons because it'll mess with their draft pick, which means they'll all of a sudden lock in. Let's see. Leonard says, I bet the neighbor was ticked off whenever the Falcons lost. Yep. Oh, yeah, really ripped off his flag on 2 occasions this year so far. Will the creamsicle throwback be enough to revive Baker Mayfield's gameplay? That's a good question.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, and fun fact, according to Lancaster, 5 Sears remain, sadly. So, loving this. And then B. Lewis is taking the Buccaneers. All right.
No Sears talk. No Sears talk.
I was going to ask, how fast can you get that printed off, Randy? Because we have a theme tonight, and you might have time.
I guess.
All right, moving on to the second game of the weekend. As the Cleveland Browns will travel to Chicago to play the Bears, and what I've read might be one of the coldest games in Chicago, ever. So this should be interesting. And if you guys heard our weekly podcast the other day, I talked about how the Dallas Cowboys were probably my most hated team. So with that being said, the Bears are up there with the Packers. Cowboys is my least favorite teams ever. And gosh darn it, if I don't have a little bit of a soft spot for the Cleveland Browns. And while I think Shedeur Sanders is a little overrated, he has been playing pretty good as of late. I'm going to take Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns to beat the Bears on the road. That coach is not going to make the same mistake on keeping Shedeur off the field in a 2-point conversion to win, or at least to get the tie. So I'm taking the Browns this week.
Well, I would like to take the Browns. I want the Browns to win, but I think the Bears will come out on top at home. So I'm taking the Bears.
Okay.
Yep, I agree with the sentiment that I would love to see the Browns win. Hopefully Myles Garrett has like 7 sacks, but I just feel like the Bears are going to bounce back. They know what's at stake now. They went from 1 to 7 in the playoff race, so they got to lock in.
Yep.
Well, I'm really pulling for the Browns. So we'll see what happens. And going through the chat, let's see. C-Doc says, I agree with the one Randy. No Sears. Dale is taking Chicago in this one. Cringe, noting my Cowboys stray. That's right. You might get a few of those. We'll see what happens the rest of the night. Let's see. Lancaster's taking the Bears. It'll most likely go to overtime, but he sees Chicago pulling it off. C-Dog is also taking the Bears. And we'll hold on for a couple seconds, see if anybody else has got the picks for that game in before we move on. And we'll just move on. All right, the Baltimore Ravens will take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Boy, I've been trying to ride the Ravens train. Thought they were trending upward, but then falling on their face a couple times. This same Bengals team beat the Ravens on Thanksgiving in the Ravens building. So I'm going to take Joe Cool and the Bengals to beat the Ravens.
I have the Bengals also in this game.
I should take the Bengals, but I'm going to pick the Ravens because they've lost 2 straight division games. If they want to turn their season around, this is one they have to have. They can't afford to lose another divisional game.
Okay. All right. And then in the chat here, let's see. First off, B. Lewis saying my favorite team is the Bears. B. Lewis, you're out, bud. We're gonna kick you out of the chat. You're donezo. That's one of the worst offenses you could bring around to this show. Just kidding, bud. See, Dale, wow, this is a hard one. He went with Baltimore. Bengals, just because I want Joe Burrow to do good for me in fantasy, Randy. There we go.
There it is. There it is.
Way to go, C-Dog.
Jeez.
Hawkeye said, the heck happened to the Ravens this year? He's taking the Bengals. Leonard's taking Tampa Bay. Okay, a little late with that one, Leonard, but it's all good. And then he said Cincinnati. Wait, hold on, Leonard. Hold on, Leonard. You're throwing me off. So Leonard said Tampa Bay, then he said Cincinnati, and then he said Baltimore. I don't know what's happening here.
I've already got his picks. He sent them in on an email days ago, so I've already got his picks. So too much eggnog right now, probably.
Clearly, and C-Dog says I'm a Cowboys fan and love fantasy football, and somehow I'm still around. Not with that attitude, you won't be, bud. And then Hawkeye 07 says B. Lewis, Adam did paint his nails, but I did. I did. I did. All right. The Arizona Cardinals travel to Houston in the J.J. Watt Bowl to take on the Texans. The Texans surprised me last week beating the Chiefs. I'm rolling with the Texans. They're hot.
Yes, I agree. I'm taking the Texans this week.
Make it a sweep. Texans are on a roll. Like you guys have said, they are playing some good football. So their defense is top tier.
All right. And then in the chat, you got Leonard taking Texans. From Facebook, Brian Shoemaker, Texans could win out. That's a possibility. Cringe is taking the Texans by $1 billion. I'll take that bet. Nobody's ever won by $1 billion points, this fool. I will take that bet. Let's see. Houston should win this one easily. Give me Houston in this one with their defense. They are going to crush them. Let's see. Hawkeye says the Texans defense is the best in the NFL right now. And just when you thought this would be a Texan sweep, everybody, who comes in but the man trying to get kicked off this YouTube channel, C-Dog himself, taking the Cardinals. All right. Aaron's New York Jets travel down to Jacksonville to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And look, the Jets have burned me a couple times just when I thought they were going to do good. Give me the Jaguars in this one.
I agree. I'm going Jaguars.
Doesn't it just feel like a game the Jets will go in and get the upset on?
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't it?
No, it
No,
doesn't.
it's not. Give me the Jaguars.
Okay. So another sweep.
That's 3.
All right, and then Leonard's taking Jacksonville. Dale is also taking Jacksonville in a laugher. That's a new one.
Yeah.
Hawkeye 07, who is even going to be quarterback for the Jets this week? At this point, maybe Aaron Glenn will suit up for them. I don't know. Is Mark Sanchez available? Is he out of jail yet? They could bring him back like the Colts did Philip Rivers. Yeah, there we go. I got there eventually. I didn't realize I cut off some of the picks. Let's see what else in the chat. Jacksonville can win this literally on Cam Little's foot alone. He might kick a 70-yarder in this one.
Let's hope.
Not a bad observation.
Jaguars go Travis Etienne for I won't say it. I bet you that word starts with an F, C-Dog. And then any other team, Jets lose, but it's the Jaguars. I'm going Jets. Oh, Cringe is doing it. All right. And then just some Philip Rivers love. You love to see it.
Got 18 kids to feed, so.
Right? When do the other Rivers kids sign to a roster so he can just make his own professional team out of them? I didn't realize he was a grandfather, by the way. I saw that he's actually got a grandkid. A grandpa playing in the NFL, the first one since anybody?
Brett Favre, probably.
George Blanda.
No, Brett Favre. Aaron got it. Brett Favre couldn't keep it in his pants. Let's see. The Los Angeles Chargers travel to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Boy, I think the Chargers are looking mighty good.
I agree. I mean, I've been a big Chiefs supporter for a long time, saying, you don't vote against them at home, but I am taking the Chargers in this game. I just don't know what's up with Kansas City anymore.
Got dogs running around the tree back here. I'm going to take the Chargers.
All right, so we got a Los Angeles Chargers sweep. And what does everybody think? Is Jim Harbaugh going to leave the Chargers to go back to Michigan? It sounded like today they need a new head coach. Ugh.
I doubt it. I think he's happy where he's at. Weather's a lot better out there in LA.
That's true. All right, Leonard is taking the Chiefs.
Oh, okay.
Lancaster's taking the Chargers. Put the nail in the coffin to that Kansas City playoff chances. Dale taking Chargers. The Chiefs are toast. Chargers are his second favorite NFL team. You have a second favorite team? Who does that? Is that a thing? I just bleed Honolulu blue. I mean, I guess a typical Cowboys fan would have an extra team in case the Cowboys stink it up. So.
Yeah.
Got to have someone to cheer for in the playoffs.
Right? You got a Yankees hat and a Lakers hat too there, C-Dog. Just And then Cringe, Chargers win. Chiefs go on to go 6-11. We all celebrate.
Wow.
And I'm just messing with you, C-Dog. Just nothing but love here. All right. No more chats coming. I'm sure C-Dog will come in hot with something back. So we'll get to him in a minute. There it is. Go Dodgers for baseball. That's why I'm happy. Oh, yeah, that tracks.
Pete Alonso and Edwin Diaz.
I guess my second favorite team are the Detroit Lions. One AFC and one NFC. Is that allowed? Are we allowed to pick a favorite team from each conference? Dad, when we were raised, you said it was only Lions. Except for that year that Aaron was except for those years Aaron was a Packers fan and then a Panthers fan. And then he was a Washington Redskins fan for a year.
No, Abram was the Redskins fan. Your mom got him a Redskins jersey, and he got a school picture with that. But no, I've raised you kids to know that you only have one team in the NFL. That's the Lions. You love one team, and you have 31 mortal enemies every week.
I mean, he's not wrong. Hey, look, for all the heartache we've had being Lions fans, I mean, and then that one year we were rooting for Matthew Stafford. We weren't Rams fans, but we were rooting for Matthew Stafford.
Right.
The year he won the Super Bowl. That's as close as
'cause
we've gotten.
Because Detroit was already out of the playoffs by that time. So
Yeah. All right, let's keep moving. The Buffalo Bills travel to New England to take on the Patriots. This is going to be a very tough game. This will be a very tough matchup for the Patriots. I was almost going to go Pats, but I'm going to go with the Bills. Their playoff hopes and any sort of semblance of them maybe being a Super Bowl contender hinges on this game. So I'm taking the Bills.
well, you know what? I am going with the hometown Patriots in this game. I just don't know if the Bills have it to sustain a run this late in the season. I really don't know. So I'm going with the home team. I think, as much as I hate to say it, the Patriots are playing really, really good this year, and they're home, and they've got momentum. So I think the Bills are in for a tough game.
Yep, I agree. Give me the Patriots to win that one and stay atop of the AFC. Buffalo is just too up and down for me.
Okay. And let's see in the chat real quick. This one is tough to pick. Taking New England winning this. It'll be an interesting game. Leonard's taking the Bills. Not with his hometown's defense. He's going New England. Sea Dog's going Pats. Patriots, and it won't be pretty either if it costs Dak the last droplets of his MVP chances. All right, and then the Commanders will travel to New York to take on the Giants. And is that this week's Toilet Bowl, everybody? I think that is. Boy, the Commanders couldn't hang up any points last week. I don't know if they bounced back or not, but I'm going to end up taking the New York Giants this week to beat the Commanders.
I agree. The Giants at home, Commanders are in disarray right now. So the Giants have played well at times, so I look for them to win this week.
Disarray, I think it's called the District of Columbia, Randy.
You're so smart, Adam. Why do I even try sometimes?
I don't know why you try.
Yeah, give me the Giants in that one. I think their defense will play better. Will keep them in the game more than Washington's will.
All right. And let's see in the chat, Lancaster's taking the Giants. Can't even think of a situation where Washington wins this. I was going to say the thing last week about the Vikings winning against them, but look how that turned out. No, anything that has to involve Cleveland, that's your toilet bowl. Give him the Giants. This might be a 0-0 tie. In fact, yeah, do it once a year. I'm picking this game to be the annual cringe tie pick. There it is, everybody. An official tied pick. Congratulations, cringe. I hope you get it right. He's trying to hurt that winning percentage at this point. Sea Dog, Giants are winning 100%. Leonard is taking Washington. The Giants contend for the first overall pick. We shall see. Should be interesting. And then we're going to switch over now to the back half of the picks. And this time we're going to start off with Raiders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Boy, do the Eagles need a win real bad. And boy, do they have a great team to play against that could give them that win. I'm taking the Eagles.
Yeah, the Raiders don't have much going, and they're on the road. So, yeah, give me the Eagles at home.
Yep, make it a sweep. Don't know what to make of the Raiders.
Fly, Eagles, fly from the world of football this week. Did you see the video of the girl who thought the Eagles won the game when they threw that interception?
No, I didn't see that.
There's some girl in the background of another Eagles fan recording her reaction live at the game at the end. And the main girl is in distraught and upset, but then you see a girl off to the side in Eagles gear jumping up and down thinking that they made the play, and they didn't. And some guy had to be like, no, we lost. No. It's pretty good. Let's see. Dale is taking Philly. I don't understand why, because they look like garbage the last 3 weeks. Well, you're taking it because they're playing a garbage team in the Raiders. And if the Raiders are able to pull this one off, we clearly don't know anything about football. Let's see.
Clearly.
Eagles, Raiders are toast. Lancaster's taking Philly. But if they burn me again, it'll be a disaster the rest of the way with them. That's if they lose to the Raiders, you get kicked out of the league. I think that's a rule this year.
Yeah.
Hawkeye 07. Got to put the kids to bed. We'll finish watching later. Have a good week, everybody. Catch you later, Hawkeye 07. Yep. Take care. Eagles need to do really bad, of course, for C-Dog and his Cowboys. But he has the Eagles winning. Cringe, oh my God, my win percentage is going to suck this week, but I'm taking the Raiders. Oh my God. I need this. 1 billion interceptions by Hurts combined with Crosby. Also, I'm a Cowboys fan. That's the other 90% of my reason. Lancaster Raiders are hated as much as Dallas and Philly, going all the way back to January of 81. Yeah. Took that Super Bowl. All right. Green Bay will travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And this is a pick I'm making, not because I want this to happen, because I actually think this is going to happen. Bo Nix. I believe this week that Bo Nix is going to take those Broncos and smack the pack.
I do too. I agree with you. I'm taking the Broncos over the Packers. I don't know how the Packers are going to play on the road. It'll be a close game, whatever it is. But I think the Broncos will find a way to pull it out at home.
I hope the Broncos pull off the win, but I can see the Packers going in there and getting the win. Just because it's December, they're first place in the division now, so I think they go in there and get that win.
Okay, so you're taking Green Bay.
Yep.
Okie dokie. All right. Let's see how's the chat feeling about that one. Green Bay for the upset. Denver. We got a Green Bay. Cringe is taking the Broncos pretty easily. Well, not a blowout or anything, but Knicks wins it. And then C-Dog, Green Bay will win. So pretty split. A lot of split there for that game. So that's very interesting. Obviously, we as Lions fans, we need Denver to win this game. Come on, Denver, help us out.
Yes.
And then on to our beloved Detroit Lions, who will travel to Los Angeles to take on their former quarterback, Matthew Stafford, as we will hear nothing but how that trade has helped both teams out all week. That'll be the narrative. Jared Goff returning, Matthew Stafford playing his old team, Kelly Stafford saying something stupid on the internet, probably. Get your bingo card ready. Look, this is going to be tough. This is a tough matchup for the Lions. The Rams, while, yeah, they had that stinker against the Panthers, they blew out the Cardinals last week. It's going to be a tough game. It's a tall order for Dan Campbell's squad. Can the Lions win this? Yes, they can. Will they? I don't know. I just think the Rams and Matt Stafford's going to be a little extra motivated. I'm taking the Rams in this one. Unfortunately, I hate it. And I hate riding trends because the Lions, have been going win-loss, win-loss. They won last week. So this week, I don't know, unless they can break that streak, I'm unfortunately taking the Rams.
Well, I picked all these games the other day, and I looked at this game, and I couldn't decide, so I left it blank. So right now it's blank on my spreadsheet. Like you said, I do think Detroit can win this game. They've got to play a whale of a game. I know it's going to be, final score is going to be 57-55, I think, maybe. But I do really think that Detroit can win it. I don't want to pick against them. My gut tells me that LA is going to win this game at home. But the fact that I do feel like Detroit does have a chance to win if they can control the ball and all that, I'm going to go with the Lions.
Okay, all right.
I'm a homer.
Bam.
Yep, I'm going to go with the Lions too. Like you guys have already said, tough game, tough opponent, but the Lions have to have it. I mean, they know it's at stake. I think having it be against the Rams gives them a little bit more attention to detail, I would hope. So we'll see.
Yeah, if Detroit had lost to Dallas, I would have said there's no way they could win this game in LA, but they played much better against the Cowboys, and so now I'm thinking, okay, maybe they've got the ship righted and they're heading in the right direction now.
Well, we'll see. Should be interesting. Let's see how the chat's feeling. And another upset. Lancaster's taking Detroit. Okay. Leonard's going with Detroit as well. Let's see. How I determine the winner. I did a Randy thing and took the home team. Dale's taking the Rams.
It works.
Cringe is taking the Rams by less than 7, so it'll be a close game. And LA Rams will win because Matthew Stafford needs to get me 70 in fantasy. There it is.
Here we go again.
There it is.
To bring this out. I hate doing it.
I think you would love doing it.
I got it, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh, Dog, you're in timeout. All right. Next game, Panthers at Saints. I don't know. I'm going to take the Panthers. They're in trying to get a playoff spot any way they can. I think they claw their way to a victory here.
I went with the Saints on this one, and I think just because they were the home team. So I'm going to stick with my first pick, and I'm going to go Saints.
Okay. Panthers off of a bye week. Like Adam said, they're playing for a playoff spot, possibly a division title. So they got to have this one.
So Panthers, Aaron?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. My internet must be crapping out because you guys keep breaking up on me. So if I don't respond, that's why. Okay, we got those. And then let's see. There was a chat earlier I want to go back to. Christian Fields, a Z5S, said the Saints by 50. Okay.
What an entrance.
He must live in New Orleans.
Let's see. We got a Panthers. No explanation needed. Give me the Carolina Panthers in this game. And Carolina in the nail biter. And then Dog. Panthers, but this is a toilet of a game. Let's see. The Phillip Rivers led Indianapolis Colts will take on the Seattle Seahawks. Look, we really don't know if Phillip Rivers is going to play or not. He's been practicing, but I don't think even he's enough coming off the couch to take out that really tough Seahawks team.
Yeah, I'm going Seahawks.
I should take Seattle. Their defense is playing really good. They're one of the top teams in the NFC, but give me the Colts. The Colts got to salvage their season. They still have Jonathan Taylor. Maybe this week with a full week of practice, Riley Leonard becomes more of a game manager and they eke out a win on the road. We'll see.
All right. Let's see. Seattle. Oh, I had a chat right there. There it is. Seattle will win this, but I think Grandpa will surprise a lot of folks with a decent showing if he plays. That's true. We'll see.
I don't think so.
What a joke. I know that's a serious injury, but the best you can do is a quarterback that is 44 years old, a grandfather. Give me Seattle in this game.
Yep.
The Panthers will be in the Super Bowl this year. Mark the tape, Adam. No, John. I refuse. As topsy-turvy as this season has been, I cannot accept that. If any blue cat team is going to be in the Super Bowl, it'll be our Lions. Let's see. Seahawks, but the Colts will give them a fight. C-Dog is saying, give me the grandpa, even if he doesn't start, is what I want, but but the Seahawks will win. Okay. All right. Aaron, that's your WTF pick, isn't it?
Nope.
Uh-oh. Is it still to come?
I haven't looked at this week's games until today, honestly. So
Cringe will take the Colts because imagine the aftermath of Phillip Rivers still actually being really good. Also because I bet a whole $1 on him taking them to the playoffs. And John saying this is the year for the Panthers. No, it's not. The Tennessee Titans will travel to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. And this ain't the Browns, so I'm taking the Niners to win this game.
Me too. I'm taking the 49ers.
Yep. Sweep. On to the next.
All right. Yeah, nothing. I'm sure the chat, unless somebody's ballsy enough to take the Titans in their picks, I think we can safely say we can move on. Now, Sea Dogs taking the Niners. We got Lancaster taking San Fran. Easy San Fran. 49ers might drop a burger, not even quantified in pro football. Oh, cringe. Leonard says 49ers, the Titans stink. Hold on, they won last week. Come on now. Give them a little love. But it doesn't sound like anybody's taking the Titans. See, Royce's Minnesota Vikings will travel to Dallas to take on Sea Dog. And anybody else who's in the chat that's a Cowboys fans team, the Cowboys. This is your Sunday night game. How this game didn't get pulled off of Sunday Night Football for these two awful franchises is beyond me. But look, Minnesota, I can't make heads or tails of sometimes. Dallas has got enough there that Dallas, I swear to Christ, if you screw this up for me, I'm taking the Cowboys. Dallas has got weapons. We'll see if CD comes back. I haven't heard anything about him this week, but maybe George Pickens actually puts forth an effort and puts up the game of his life.
I agree. I'm going with the Cowboys. I just don't know anything about the Vikings anymore. So I'm going with the Cowboys. I
should take Dallas, but it's December, which is choke miss for them. So give me Minnesota. I think Minnesota matches up pretty well with them.
I'd love to see Minnesota win that game. That would make my day.
Yeah. Nothing makes me happier on the holidays. Well, any holiday, any day, really, seeing the Cowboys lose.
Absolutely. Yep.
Let's see. Sea Dog says, go Cowboys and go fantasy football. And like that, he knows what he did. He knows what he did. The Real Lancaster says, Minnesota will win in Jerry World. Okay. Leonard's taking Dallas. The Vikings are in for a letdown. Cringe is taking the Cowboys, still making the playoffs. Mark his words, unless they don't. Anyway, he's taking Dallas to win pretty easily. Lions game was a bad day. Well, we beat your butt. It's fine. Let's see. Whoop! There it is. Aaron's WTF. Aaron, this WTF pick has really got Dale on like pins and needles.
What can I say? The record speaks for itself.
And Cringe also, even if the Lions game is the new meta, it's the 2025 Vikings. Okay. All right. And then finally, the last game of the week, guys. We've almost been in here for 45 minutes. My wife's going to kill me. I got a cup of hot chocolate upstairs waiting for me.
Let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap this up with the Miami Dolphins traveling to Pittsburgh on Monday Night Football in a game I could absolutely care less about. But the Dolphins are hot. And have proven that maybe cold weather doesn't bother them. Give me the Dolphins.
I'm going to go with the Steelers at home.
For the sake of trying to make up ground on Dad, I will take Miami. It's a toss-up for me. I think both teams really need the win, more so Pittsburgh, but Miami's been playing pretty good.
Yes, they have. Haven't they won like 4 straight? Something like that? Quietly? Like 4 straight?
I'm not sure. Just know they've been playing pretty good.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Leonard's taking the Steelers. Sea Dog's taking the Dolphins. Dale taking Miami in this one. Talk about a quarterback whose grandpa, who should be out of the league by now. Yep, Mr. Rogers. Pittsburgh will turn the Dolphins into tuna. But when I see Miami playing cold weather, I do worry, i.e. Miami, Dallas, 1993. And then Cringe, Steelers lost their old man aura to the Colts. Miami wins. Yeah, what do you think? Hold on, real quick. What do you think about Philip Rivers coming back just to spite Matthew Stafford? Because Stafford was like within like a few hundred yards of passing on the all-time passing list, and now Rivers is back in play.
I don't think Rivers is going to do too much. Hopefully, he won't get hurt. In the first game or two.
This is
weird.
unrelated real quick. You guys get that ESPN alert just now?
My phone dinged, but I didn't. I didn't look at it.
Former Michigan football coach Sharon Moore has been detained by police in Saline, Michigan.
Oh no!
What a crazy day if you're a Michigan fan. Wow. We got to get this show done, guys, so we can go check in on our brother-in-law because he cannot be well right now.
Oh man.
Kyle, are you in the chat? Are you okay?
So we had a total of 8 sweeps this week. So half the games we have agreed on this week. So 8 sweeps.
Oh yeah, that'll do great for the standings. I am sure. We'll have to wait and see how that all shakes out. Let's see real quick. Dale says, no, the real question is, what do you think of Indianapolis? Do they have better options? I really don't know. Philip Rivers is a stretch, though. You telling me you couldn't go out there and find some other capable backup or somebody just sitting on their couch? Tom Brady's sitting there, too. Why don't you call Tom Brady? He ain't doing nothing but broadcasting.
Running his mouth.
Yeah. Or Mark Sanchez. Like I said, you bail him out of jail, and he could probably start for you. Rivers will be slinging into his 50s. Just get out of the house at this point. Let's see. I must live in NOLA, actually. No, I just rock with my team heavy. Try it. It's amazing. Okay. All right.
All right.
All right. Well, as long as Grandpa Phil doesn't turn into Nathan Peterman, his Hall of Fame chances won't get tarnished. What Hall of Fame chances? They were great to begin with, if you're asking me.
Yeah.
Philip Rivers is not a Hall of Famer. Not unless he brings the Colts on a miracle Super Bowl run this year. But all right, guys. We appreciate everybody hanging out. We've hit over 45 minutes, which means it's time for us to call it a night. We appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. Thank you for playing along with us. It is always great. You are all such good sports. But just so you know, B. Lewis and C. Dog, you guys are on thin ice. All right? Thin ice. But hey, everybody, be safe out there. I know it's starting to get really, really rough out there on the roads. Like around here, it was really icy a couple days ago. So just be careful out there if you're in a colder climate, and be safe. And we hope to see.
We got more snow on the way. Not a whole lot, but there is more snow coming.
Yeah. All right. And from our family to yours, guys, happy holidays. We can't wait to see you next week. And go support Aaron by go buying some Sears stock. I think that would really help him out. All right, everybody. We will see you next week. Good luck with your picks. Aaron, wave. Just gonna do a salute. That's pathetic.